This is lecture for week 12 and this is lecture 2. And today is Friday 20th of June. Okay, today we will start a new topic. This topic is topic 9 and it is about budgeting. Okay, in this topic you will learn about definition, usage and type of budget, flexible budget and performance report, and you will learn about comparison between actual performance and budgeted items. Okay, this is like the objective one. First, look at this. This is the simple definition for budget. A budget charts a cost for business by outlining the plans of the business in financial terms. So, the first thing that you can see in this definition is a budget is a plan. A business prepare a plan for its future. And the second thing is the budget is in financial terms. Most of the time, the budget is in dollar and cents. For example, sales budget. It is about how many dollar of sales the business want to make in the next month, or in the next 3 months, or in the next year. That is a budget. Okay, at personal level, almost everybody has a budget. If a person does not have a budget, then it is something wrong. It is not a good financial management. If you want to have a good financial management, financial management, you have to have a budget. For example, here, for a person, maybe the housing or accommodation is around 30% of his or her income. And then there is a budget for food, clothing, transportation, entertainment, saving, and maybe investment, and maybe medical, etc. So, like everybody has to have a budget. If you have a budget, it means that you are planning for the future. You can see or estimate or predict what will happen in the future, what are the things that you have to do to make sure you have sufficient cash for your living. So that is the same thing, or same things have to happen for a business. If you have a business, it is a very good idea to have a budget before a new year is started. It is a good idea to prepare a budget. You have to predict or estimate what is the sales that your business want to make in the next year. And then after you have estimated the sales, you can estimate how much is the cost and expenses that your business has to pay in the future. And then you can estimate the profit that your business can make in the future. So it is very good. Another one is you can have a cash budget. This coming year, in the next year, how many cash your business need. So when you prepare a cash budget, you can there are several factors that you can consider. For example, you will sell your product in cash, and also can sell your product in credit. If you sell your product in cash, then you will have cash inflows. If you sell your product in credit, then you have to know when you sell the product, you will not get cash, but you will get cash later, maybe after 1 month after the sale, or 2 months after the sale, depend on the customer. And also when you prepare a cash budget, you have to consider factor like how about your purchase. If you have a business, you will have to do purchases. You purchase raw material or you purchase inventories. So if you use if you purchase in credit, it means that there is no immediate cash out. But if you purchase in cash, so that there will be immediate cash out. So these things very good. If you have a business, you have a budget, then when a new year is started, you are like know what to do. In the time where let's say you estimate that in April your business will have insufficient cash, then you can plan, and before April is started, you can borrow money from bank, for example, or you can do overdraft, or you can collect your payment from customer earlier before April, so that you have sufficient fund on sufficient cash on April. So that's why cash budget is very important. It helps the business to run the operation smoothly, and you will know in when is the time you have insufficient cash, when is the time you have extra cash, when is the time your business makes less profit, and when is the time your business will have a highest profit. So that is a good thing about budget. So these are three objectives why businesses prepare budget. First, a business prepare budget because they want to establish specific goals. When a business prepare a budget, they will develop specific goal. For example, how many sales they want to sell, how many dollar of sales they want to make in the next year, or in the next month, or in the next quarter. So that when there is that number, when the business has that number, it is like a goal. Everybody in the business will try to achieve that target or budget. And then point number 2, executing plans to achieve the goal. One good thing about budget is when a business has a budget, it helps the manager of the business and also the workers of the business to implement, to do things, or to operate in the time when it is needed. For example, let's say you have a business and then you have prepared a budget for next month. Next month is month of July. So this month, this is June, before a new month is started, you prepare a budget for next month. Then when the next month is started, it is easy for you to manage your business because you have the numbers. Okay, this month you want to achieve this much of sales. This month you think that the estimate is you have to pay this much of cost. These are the expenses. So easy for you as a manager. So businesses prepare budget so that the budget can help them to execute plans to achieve the goal of the business. Number 3, objectives of budgeting is periodically comparing actual results to the goal. This thing is called doing controlling activity. If you have a business, you prepare budget so that you can do this point number 3. The thing that you have to do is like this. At the end, let's say this is so today is March, and then you have a business, you have prepared a budget for next month, July. So the thing that you can do for point number 3 is at the end of the July, you can compare the actual data and the budgeted data. When you compare these two numbers, you can measure the performance of your business. So let's say something like this. When you prepare budget for your business this month, your estimate is next month you will make $30,000 of sales. And then July is started. During the July, your business is operating like usual. At the end of the July, you will get two numbers: actual sales and budgeted sales. Let's say the actual sales is 27,000, and then you can compare with the budgeted sales. The budgeted sales is 30,000, so your actual sales is 27,000. Your actual sales is your actual sales is 27,000. Your budgeted sales is 30,000. When you compare these two numbers, you will see that the actual sales is less compared to the budgeted sales. So you know your business is not performing well because your business sold less than budgeted sales. And then when you see that situation is not good, the situation is called unfavorable. When you see this situation, you as the owner of the business or manager of the business can do correction to make sure in the next month, in the month of August and after that, your business can perform better than the budget. Maybe you have to do more advertising, maybe you have to increase the quality of the product, or maybe you have to reduce the price of the product so that your product can compete with the competitors' product, etc. So these are the three purpose or objectives of budgeting. Budgeting is useful in every step of management function. Remember, we have discussed about management function in topic 6. In topic 6, you have learned that a management accountant is working under a manager. A management accountant will have to support the manager. A management accountant has to do management accounting analysis and works so that the manager can make business decision. So budgeting is one of the responsibility of management accountant. When a business want to prepare a budget, the management accountant of the business is responsible in the process of preparing the budget. Management accountant is one of the most important person that will have to do the budget, to prepare the budget. So see here, budget is useful in every step or function of management. Management has three functions: planning, directing and motivating, and controlling. Budget is useful in the planning function because budget can help manager to plan for the business, for the future of the business. And also budget is useful at the directing and motivating function of management, because when a manager do the directing and motivating activities, they can use budget to help them to do the activities. And also budget is useful when the manager want to do controlling activities. Like I said earlier, budget data can be used as a basis of comparison. When a manager want to do controlling activities, the manager should compare actual data and estimated or budgeted data. So the budgeted and estimated data is coming from budget. So budget is useful in the controlling activities of management. Okay, that are the things that I have explained. Budgeting support the planning process by requiring all organizational units to establish their goals for the upcoming period. These goals motivate individuals and groups to perform at high levels. Planning also motivates employees to attain goals and improve overall decision making. So this one explains about how budget is useful in directing and motivating activities. See here, the budget can be used to direct and coordinate operations in order to achieve the stated goal. Okay, this is another point related to budget or budgeting. The budgetary unit of an organization are called responsibility centers. Each responsibility center is led by a manager who has the authority over and responsibility for the unit's performance. Okay, this is about how budget is useful in controlling activities. As time passes, the actual performance of an operation can be compared against the planned goal or the budgeted data. This provides prompt feedback to employees about their performance. If necessary, employees can use such feedback to adjust their activities in the future. Like I said earlier, if there is a business and then the budgeted sales for the business for next month is $30,000, but at the end, let's say at the end of next month, it is found that the actual sales is $27,000 only. So there is a 3,000 unfavorable difference. Why unfavorable? Because actual sales is 3,000 less compared to the budgeted sales. So in that situation, employees can use that knowledge about the difference between actual data and budgeted data to adjust their activities. Maybe they have to do more advertisement. Maybe they have to increase the quality of the product. Maybe they have to reduce the price of the product. It depends according to what happened in the business. Okay, the next thing about budgeting. One thing that you have to know is budgeting or a budget can affect human behavior or employees' behavior. See here, human behavior problems can arise if one, the budget goal is too tight and very hard for the employees to achieve. So if you have a business and then you make the budget goal is too tight and very hard for the employee to achieve, what will happen to your employees? The employees will become demotivated. They have, let's say this, the thing is like this. Let's say you have a business and then when you prepare the budget, you set the budget cost for your product very low. When you set the budgeted cost for your product very low, what will happen to your employees? Most of the time, the employees will become demotivated because they know very difficult for them to work with very low cost. When you set very low cost for your product, then you have to purchase cheap material. When you purchase cheap material, most of the time the material is not good and very difficult for your workers to make product using low quality or cheap material. And then second thing is when you set low cost for your product, then most of the time you have to pay low salary for your workers. So this is another point that makes the workers become demotivated, no motivation to do their works. So you can see that. So when you set a budget, you cannot set the budget too low or too tight, and also you cannot set the budget too loose or too easy. You will see that point. So see here, if you you make your budget is too tight, then the workers become demotivated because they know how difficult for them Okay, and then see here. Second point, the budget goal is too loose and very easy for employee to achieve. So this point shows the effect of loose budget on employee. Let's say you have a business and you set the budget, you set or you make a loose budget. It means that the numbers in the budget is very easy to achieve. So when you do that, the one of the thing that can happen is your workers or employees will become complacent. He or she think that there is no need to work hard because the very easy to achieve the budget or to beat the budget, to perform better than the budget. So they come late every day. They just not very serious when they do their works. They can play, they can talk during the works. So that is that can happen if a business set a loose budget. The workers will become complacent. They think that there is no need to work hard. Okay. A loose budget is related to situation called budgetary slack. Okay, if you have, you can read about budgetary slack. It's like managers, they deliberately make an easy budget so that people will see that, oh, every year they beat their budget. They are good managers. But actually, they deliberately prepare an easy budget or loose budget. Okay, number 3. Budget goals of a business conflict with the objectives of the employees. So if you have a business, make sure that the business goal or budget is consistent or has no conflict with the personal objective of your employees. If you make a budgeted or a budget that is conflict or in contrast with the interest or objective of the employees, then it can cause confusing. The workers will have a problem because they see that if they do if they work to achieve the budget of the business, they are sacrificing their own personal objective. So don't do that. Try to make budget that is consistent with the personal objective of the employees. Okay, so that are the things. These 3 things shows that a budget can affect the behavior of the employees or workers. So if you own a business in the future or you are a manager of a business in the future, you have to aware that budget can affect the behavior of the employees or workers, and also you have to design a budget so that it has good effect on the behavior of the workers. One of the characteristic of a good budget is that budget is a reasonable budget. When you set a number in the budget, you have to put a number that is the number is high, but workers can perform better than the number if the workers work hard. So you do not make budget that is too easy or too difficult, but you make a challenging budget, a challenging number, a number that, let's say you have a business and then you think that the challenging number or amount of sales for your business is 25,000. So you use that number. If the number is good, the number is reasonable and challenging, then the workers see that number and he think that if the workers work hard, they can perform better than 25,000. But if they are complacent and do not work hard, then they will perform below the budgeted number. That is a good budget, because good workers will work hard, and average workers maybe perform like as usual. So you can see the difference between which workers are good and which workers are not good. The key is when you prepare budget, do not put very high number or very low number, but put a challenging number. Okay, this is about the goal conflict. Occurs when individual self-interest differs from business objective, or when different departments are given conflicting objectives. So a budget number or a budget can conflict with the interest or goal of a worker, and in other situations, the interest of one department can be can be different or in contrast to the goal of other departments. So these are the things that you have to be careful. If you are a manager, avoid this thing. Make sure that there is no conflicting of goals between employees, between employees, and also between departments in your business. Okay, avoid that. Okay, the thing that I have explained in the previous slides are the introduction to the budgeting. Okay, you should know about the definition of budget, and then the objective of budgeting, and then the effect of budget on behavior of employees or workers. So these are the introduction. So now, here you will learn about several types of budgets. Okay, let's see here. One budgeting system, a variation in fiscal year budgeting called continuous budgeting, maintain a 12 months projection into the future. So, okay, first you have to know that there is a budget called continuous budgeting. Continuous budgeting is a budget that is maintained by a business at every time the budget is a 12-month budget. Okay, see here. So the continuous budgeting is like this. Let's say, see here. So this one is a very old example in year 2009. Okay, we use this example first. Let's say now it is February of 2008. So when the month is February 2008, the business will that uses continuous budgeting will have a budget of from March 2008 to February 2009. It is 1 year budget. And then let's say the February have prepared budget. So let's say this month is February 2009. The business has prepared a budget that will cover from March 2008 to February 2009. When the month of March is started, the business will continue production, and at the end of the March, the business will prepare a budget that cover April 2008 to March 2009. And then when the month of April is started, the business will continue production, and at the end of April 2008, the business will prepare a budget that will cover from May 2008 to April 2009. So this kind of budget is called continuous budgeting. So continuous budgeting is a type of budget that a business has, and this budget is always 12 months. So now let's say we make this this example now. Now this is June 2021. If a business has a continuous budget, now the business already has a budget that will cover from July 2021 to June 2022. 1 year budget. When the month of July 2021 is started, the business will do their operation, and at the end of July 2021, the business will prepare a new budget that will cover from the month of August 2021 to July 2022. And then the month of August 2021 is started. After that, at the end of August 2021, the business prepare a new budget that will cover from September 2021 to August 2022. So this is a continuous budgeting. At any time during the year, the business always has a 1 year budget. Okay, another category or type of budget is called zero-based budgeting. Zero-based budgeting requires manager to estimate sales, production, and other operating data as though operations are being started for the first time. Okay, this is easy and very typical. Zero-based budgeting is like this. You have a business. At the end of the year, let's say the end of the year is at the end of year 2021, you will prepare a budget for year 2022. And then when the year 2022 is started, you do your operation like usual. At the end of the year 2022, you will prepare a budget for year 2023. And that goes on. That practice of budgeting is called zero-based budgeting. I think this is very typical. I think at personal level, most of the time people will have a zero-based budgeting. Before a new month is started, a person will prepare budget for next month. For example, like now is the month of June. For workers like me, before the month of July is started, I will have a budget. I will prepare a budget for months of July. How much I will have to spend for food, for accommodation, for entertainment, for my children, etc. And then when the month of August is started, I will use that budget. At the end of the month of August, I will prepare a new budget. A budget for the month of September. For a business, let's say you have a business. This month is June 2021. This month you use budget for year 2021. But at the end of the year, in December 2021, maybe you will prepare a new budget, a budget for your business for the year 2022. You prepare the budget, and when the January 2022 is started, you use the budget for 2022. At the end of year 2022, you prepare a new budget for year 2023. Okay, this kind of budget is called zero-based budgeting. Okay, this is the end of lecture 1 for this topic. Next week we will I hope I can finish this chapter, this topic next week. Thank you very much. Do not forget to write your name and metric number in the comment section. That is your attendance. Do not forget to watch all the lectures, because otherwise, if your attendance is less than 80%, the UPM will not allow you to sit for the final exam. So be careful about that.